Love. It's a word that evokes a whirlwind of emotions, a potent cocktail of joy, longing, and hope. It's a force that can lift us to the highest peaks of happiness and plunge us into the deepest valleys of despair. We seek it, we crave it, and yet, for all its allure, love often remains a mysterious force, guiding us down paths we may not fully comprehend. It's as if an invisible hand is steering our hearts, leading us to people and places we never expected. We like to believe that our hearts lead us to our perfect match, that love is a matter of destiny, a magical connection that defies explanation. This belief in destiny gives us comfort, a sense of purpose in our romantic pursuits. But what if our choices in love are not as random as they seem? What if there's a deeper, more intricate pattern at play? What if, hidden beneath the surface of our desires, lie the echoes of our past, subtly shaping our perceptions of love and influencing who we choose as partners? These echoes might be the silent whispers of our childhood experiences, the lessons we learned from our earliest relationships. This isn't to say that love is merely a repetition of past experiences. It's more complex than that. Rather, it suggests that our early relationships, particularly those within our families, lay the groundwork for our understanding of intimacy, connection, and attachment. These foundational experiences create a template, a blueprint that we carry with us into adulthood. These early blueprints of love, etched into the fabric of our being, can guide us towards partners who feel familiar, even if that familiarity isn't necessarily healthy or fulfilling. It's a complex dance between our past and present, a journey to understand the true nature of love. Imagine a child growing up with a parent who is emotionally distant, perpetually preoccupied with work or personal matters. This child, starved for affection and attention, may learn to associate love with an element of unavailability. Fast forward to adulthood, and this individual might find themselves drawn to partners who mirror this dynamic, unconsciously seeking to recreate the familiar, albeit emotionally distant patterns of their childhood. This isn't a conscious decision, mind you. We don't actively seek out partners who will replicate the pain or challenges of our past. Instead, these patterns often operate beneath the surface, driven by a deep-seated yearning for a love that feels right, even if that rightness is rooted in the familiar discomfort of our early experiences. The irony, of course, is that this pursuit of the familiar can lead us down a path of romantic dead ends. We often find ourselves repeating the same mistakes, stuck in a loop of unfulfilling relationships. We may find ourselves entangled in relationships that echo the very dynamics we longed to escape. These patterns can be hard to break, as they are deeply ingrained in our psyche. The emotionally unavailable partner, the constant fear of rejection, the relentless pursuit of validation. These patterns, once learned in the crucible of childhood, can become self-fulfilling prophecies in our adult relationships. We may not even realize we're doing it, but we are drawn to what we know. Why do we do this? Why do we gravitate towards the familiar pangs of heartache instead of embracing the unknown possibilities of healthier love? It's a question that many of us struggle to answer. The answer lies in the paradoxical comfort of our comfort zones. We find solace in what we know, even if it brings us pain. As humans, we're wired to seek familiarity, even if that familiarity is laced with pain. It's a survival mechanism, a way to feel in control. It's the devil we know, the predictable script in the play of our lives. We follow it because it's easier than writing a new one. Stepping outside of these familiar patterns, venturing into the uncharted territory of healthy relationships can feel daunting, even terrifying. But it's a journey worth taking, a step towards a more fulfilling and loving future. Section 4. Real-life reflections. When love repeats past patterns. Consider Sarah, a successful lawyer in her late 30s, who found herself repeatedly drawn to emotionally unavailable men. On the surface, these men seemed like the antithesis of her emotionally distant father. They were charming, charismatic, and successful. Yet, beneath the veneer of their charm lay a familiar pattern of emotional unavailability, a reluctance to commit, a tendency to keep Sarah at arm's length. It wasn't until Sarah embarked on a journey of self-discovery, exploring the roots of her relationship patterns, that she recognized the unconscious pull of the familiar. She realized that she was drawn to these men not in spite of their emotional unavailability, but because of it. They mirrored the dynamic she had internalized as a child, a love that felt both intoxicating and out of reach. Section 5. Breaking the Cycle. The Power of Self-Awareness in Love. The good news is that we are not destined to repeat these patterns ad infinitum. By cultivating self-awareness, by shining a light on the hidden influences shaping our romantic choices, we can begin to break free from these unhealthy cycles and pave the way for more fulfilling relationships. This journey of self-discovery is not about assigning blame or dwelling in the past. It's about understanding how our experiences, both positive and negative, have shaped our perceptions of love and intimacy. It's about recognizing the patterns that no longer serve us, the outdated scripts that keep us tethered to unhealthy dynamics. Section 6. Navigating the Heart's Labyrinth. Finding love beyond familiar patterns. Breaking these patterns requires courage, a willingness to confront our deepest fears and insecurities. It means challenging our ingrained beliefs about love, questioning the narratives we've told ourselves about what we deserve and what we're capable of experiencing. It's about learning to differentiate between the familiar and the healthy, between the allure of the past and the promise of a more fulfilling future. It's about recognizing that love, in its truest form, should not be a source of pain or a repetition of past wounds. Section 7. A Journey of Self-Discovery Towards Healthier and More Fulfilling Relationships. The path to healthier love begins with self-awareness. It's a journey that requires us to look inward and understand our own emotions and behaviors. It's about understanding our own emotional baggage, the past experiences that shape our present interactions, recognizing the triggers that send us spiraling back into familiar patterns. These patterns can often be destructive if left unchecked. It's about learning to communicate our needs and boundaries, to set healthy limits, and to express ourselves honestly and openly, and to prioritize our own emotional well-being. Taking time for self-care and reflection is crucial in this process. This journey of self-discovery is not about seeking perfection in ourselves or our partners. It's about understanding and accepting our flaws. It's about embracing the messy, imperfect reality of love and finding beauty in the chaos, and committing to the ongoing work of personal growth and emotional maturity. This commitment is a lifelong endeavor. It's about recognizing that we are all works in progress, constantly evolving and learning, navigating the complexities of love and relationships with the best of our abilities. Each step forward is a step towards deeper connection. And who knows, perhaps by understanding the hidden influences that shape our hearts, we can unlock new levels of intimacy and trust. We can begin to rewrite our own love stories, crafting narratives that reflect our true selves and desires, creating relationships that are not merely familiar, but truly fulfilling. Relationships that bring joy, growth, and mutual respect.